Hello everyone. As we have just seen the procedure of this experiment, that is determination of chloride content and reagents required for this corresponding experiment, just have discussed about this reagent as well as the procedure. Only two things are required. One reagent is nothing but that we will going to fill in the burette as a titrant, that is nothing but silver nitrate solution, that is AgNO3 of 0.01441 normal, and that is nothing but this solution, silver nitrate solution of 0.0141 normal, that I have prepared. And indicator we require, this indicator we will require in order to perform the experiment, and this indicator is known as the potassium chromate indicator that I have taken. These two chemicals are required. Then third thing required is nothing but we have seen about the chemicals, but we have to see also what are the apparatus required, as it is a, as this is a volumetric analysis. Which things we require the burette. Then next thing we require, that is nothing but the conical funnel. First of all, for what thing we have to do, I have discussed in my first practical. In that we have to do what? First we have to clean the filter, because we are not knowing that which experiments have performed on this setup of this corresponding burette. Hence we are not aware that which type of experiments have performed. Hence, in order to do cleaning, we have to use the tap water or distilled water is available in the laboratory at a larger amount. Use the distilled water to clean the clean the burette with the help of the conical flask. That is nothing but one thing. And next thing is nothing but I will discuss which sample I have taken. First I will clean up the conical flask with the help of the funnel. First I will clean up the burette with the help of the conical funnel. Just I will show you. Previous session also I have taken this tap water, and just I will clean up this corresponding. Just a minute. Just I will do the cleaning of this corresponding burette. First we have to close the marker or knob at the bottom, and then we have to start emptying the corresponding burette. Till the burette is emptied, I have brought up the conical flask, in which it is larger conical flask is required, because in the procedure we have discussed that why larger conical flask is required, because in the procedure we have discussed that 100 ml sample we will going to keep in this conical flask. For previous experiment of alkalinity, we have used this conical flask, and its capacity is very less. I think 50 ml capacity is there, and in this conical flask capacity is nothing but 250 ml. Hence our sample of 100 ml surely get accumulated in this corresponding conical flask. Now just I will going to empty the corresponding burette. It is very important step, otherwise your results will be inaccurate or slightly results are deviated if you are unaware that which type of the experiments has performed. Daily important procedure you have to do in this corresponding experiment when these are correspondingly dealing with the titration. Now I have emptied this corresponding burette. Now just I will close this lid. Now in this same burette which just have cleaned, what I am going to add? I am going to add this corresponding solution, and I am going to use it. This solution just we have seen, that is nothing but the silver nitrate or titrant that I am going to use. I will fill this corresponding burette with the help of this titrant. Okay, carefully you have to do, otherwise sample will spill out of the burette. This is older one. Now extra surplus titrant I am going to remove again in this corresponding jar. Extra surplus I have removed. Now exactly at the 0 mark I have set up the level of the silver nitrate, that is nothing but your titrant. Now I will be performing the titration. First of all, what I will take a 100 ml sample. Just 1 minute I will bring the 100 ml sample. As in this time we will be dealing with the drinking water aspect. Tap water is available with us in our lab. That tap water we will take. Otherwise, if wastewater that is required in the next sem, in that wastewater I will bringing that wastewater from the biofilter. Most of the students who are staying in the hostel, they are knowing that 2 biofilters are there in our Gharda Institute campus, and that biofilter treats the grey water and generated by the hostel, and that grey water treatment, that plant is there in our campus. That plant outlet and inlet water I am taking for wastewater analysis. But in this case we will just take our tap water because we are having directly relation in this same with the help of drinking water. Just now I have brought this sample, that is nothing but tap water of your environmental engineering laboratory, and in this case another apparatus required, that is important, measuring cylinder is required. Okay, because one precaution you have to take, that precaution is nothing but that here you are able to observe that mark of 100 ml, but when you are going to actually pour the water sample of 100 ml, it is inaccurate due to its conical shape at the bottom. Hence we have to make accurate sample with the help of this measuring cylinder. For previous experiment alkalinity, only 25 ml sample is of our concern, hence we have not used a larger cylinder, but in this case I have taken a larger diameter cylinder as well as larger size cylinder of capacity 250 ml. means ह्याच्यामध्ये 250 ml चा मार्क आहे, तोच ह्याच्यामध्ये 250 ml चा मार्क आहे, आणि फिल केलं तर हे काय होतं, एक्झॅक्टली फिल अप होतं. कारण की हे बघता आपल्याला दिसतंय की हे वॉटर ह्याच्यामध्ये ॲक्युम्युलेट होऊ शकणार नाही, कारण की ह्याचा शेप कोनिकल आहे, ह्याचा शेप कसा आहे, सिलेंड्रिकल शेप आहे. Okay, now I will pour 100 ml sample of tap water of your environmental engineering laboratory in this corresponding cylinder, and I am going to transfer all the contents of this into the here. I think all of you are able to see or not. Here it is a mark of 90 ml and 10 digits mark is there, that is 100 ml sample I have taken here, and that sample contents I am going to transfer all the sample contents from measuring cylinder to the conical flask in which we will going to perform the titration. Now we will start the titration. What is the procedure we have seen? We have to fill the burette, just we have filled the burette 250 ml, sorry 100 ml sample we have to take. We have taken the 100 ml sample in the flask, I have taken the tap water, and that analysis we will going to perform. Now next step is nothing but, in this tap water I am unaware that either chloride ions are present or either chloride ions are absent. But when yellow color is developed, 100% there is a sense that chloride ions are present. When yellow color is developed, when we will going to add the potassium chromate indicator in this solution. Let us add this potassium chromate indicator in this corresponding solution. Just a minute. I will be adding now the potassium chromate indicator, but you should add with the help of pipette, and 2 drops of this potassium chromate indicator I am going to add. I have added 3 or 4 drops of this potassium chromate indicator. Now you are able to observe that which color is developed. Now we are able to observe that which color is developed with the help of white paper. Just I will show you which color is developed. Yellow color is developed, means 100% in this sample or solution which we have taken, that is tap water, there is 100% what, there is 100% presence of the chloride ions, and that ions we will going to detect. Now we have added the indicator, now we will going to add the titrant. आणि जसं मी सांगितलं होतं की आत्ता ह्याच्यामध्ये काय आहे, फक्त सिल्वर ॲड झालेला नाही आहे. ज्यावेळी सिल्वर ॲड होत जाईल, सिल्वर कशामध्ये आहे, सिल्वर नायट्रेटमध्ये, हा ॲड होत जाईल त्यावेळी AgCl फॉर्म होणार आहे मिडल स्टेजला, एंड पॉईंट येणार नाही. आणि AgCl ज्यावेळी फॉर्म होईल त्यावेळी येलो प्लस व्हाईट कलरचं कॉम्बिनेशन दिसेल, आणि त्याच्यानंतर लास्ट स्टेजला ब्रिक रेड कलर विल बी ऑब्झर्व, दॅट इज नथिंग बट द एंड पॉईंट. अँड वेन ब्रिक कलर इज ऑब्झर्व वी हॅव सीन दॅट Ag अँड CrO4 दॅट इज पोटॅशियम क्रोमेटमधला क्रोमेट आणि सिल्वर नायट्रेटमधला सिल्वर, हे दोनच फक्त तुमच्या ह्याच्यामध्ये लास्टला राहणार आहेत, कारण क्लोराईड व्हॅनिश होणार आहे. वाय? बिकॉज ऑल द क्लोराईड आयन्स has detected by the titrant silver nitrate, आणि ज्यावेळी तो सगळे आयन्स डिटेक्ट करेल we will got the end point. Let's see we will get the end point or not. Just I will start the titration. Slowly you have to do the titration. Okay, first time so you are able to see the titration or not actually. Okay, in this titration sometime yellow colors is there, brick red color appears and goes off, brick color appears and goes off. Just I will show you. Here you are able to observe that it is yellow color, brick red color appears and goes off, brick red color appears and goes off. Now this is nothing but the brick color, red color we have appeared. Slow titration you have to do, and we have obtained the brick red color, and it is nothing but the end point of this corresponding titration. It is nothing but the end point of this titration. And let us see what is the reading. I have got 1 point here. I have got at this point the end point, that is 1.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1.6 ml is nothing but volume of titrant consumed, that is volume of silver nitrate consumed. आता या स्टेजला हे जे सॅम्पल आहे तुमचं, तर ह्या सॅम्पलमध्ये ब्रिक रेड कलर डेव्हलप झाला आहे, आणि ब्रिक रेड कलर ज्यावेळी डेव्हलप होईल दॅट इज नथिंग बट द एंड पॉईंट ऑफ दिस टायट्रेशन. अँड व्हॉट इज द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ टायट्रंट कंझ्युम? 1.6 ml of titrant I have consumed, or your tap water has consumed, and that we are going to see, and that just we have seen end point 1.6 ml is nothing but volume of titrant consumed in ml, that is nothing but silver nitrate. And yeah, stage the silver chromate is formed, and this is nothing but the end point of this corresponding titration. And this is nothing but the procedure we have seen already, and just I have shown you the demonstration of this corresponding experiment. Okay, so what is the value of end point? 1.6 ml, and that end point we will going to use in our observation table, and observation table, from that observation table we will solve one formula is there for determination of chloride content, and in that formula we will going to put this value of titrant which are consumed, and we have obtained the end point. And after doing the calculation we will going to get final reading of the chloride content, and that we will going to see in the calculation part. And then I am having another one sample, that is nothing but the biofilter sample. On this sample also I will perform an experiment. Just a minute. I will take 100 ml sample. I have got also this biofilter, but wastewater we will going to deal in the next sem. But as a curiosity or as an additional sample I will be taking. This is 100 ml sample I have poured. Then in this sample, just a minute. In this sample I am going to add the potassium chromate indicator. Potassium chromate 2 drops of potassium chromate indicator. Yellow color is obtained. Now you are able to see that here we have obtained the yellow color. Now we will perform the titration and we will get the reading. Slowly you have to do the titration. We have obtained the corresponding endpoint. We have obtained the brick red color endpoint, and let us see what is the corresponding reading. Okay, this is nothing but the brick red color endpoint I have obtained in this X-ray. Just I will see, previous is 1.6 and now 3.5 means 3.5 minus 1.6. It's 1.9 ml is nothing but the end reading of this corresponding volume of titrant consumed for the sample of biofilter that I have taken that sample from your hostel biofilter which is there in back side of your hostel, and 2 sample we have taken for tap water. I think we have got we have got 1.6 ml endpoint reading, and in this case we have got the 1.9 ml as a endpoint. Okay, this is nothing but the procedure or demonstration I have done, and now we will use these 2 readings of one tap water and biofilter and we will perform the calculation part, and then I will discuss with you it is suitable for drinking or not, or it is satisfying the standards or not. Thank you very much for attending this session of demonstration of experiment determination of chloride. Thank you once again. I will ending up this corresponding demonstration session. Thank you.